The RV Show USA is brought to you by Rockwood, building better RVs, making smarter RVers.
We're in the RV, packed up, ready to go. What a perfectly beautiful day. The wingman's riding along, just like us in the song. So it's time to hit the road, what do you say? The wingman's back on the radio again, and streaming live to his RV and friends, helping you to learn so you won't get burned. He's back on the radio again.
All right, hi everybody. Is it hot enough for ya? So much of the country is, well, I guess we are lingering in some kind of a heat wave. I saw 115 degrees out in places in Arizona. Here in Central Texas, been crazy. I'm telling you, it was 107 for the last couple of days up at Big Chief. So we were cooking up there, so hot that it will drive some folks crazy, and they'll do almost anything to cool off. Some people will really do some stupid stuff to cool off. Speaking of stupid, did you hear about the guy over in Bossier City, Louisiana, up near Shreveport? He decided to cool off, not in a swimming pool, not in a lake, not in the river. He decided to cool off in an aquarium. Yeah, the Bass Pro Shops aquarium. Why not? I mean, what could go wrong? Here's the backstory. This 26-year-old guy, Kevin Wise, he opened up the social media account. There's something called TikTok. I don't know what it is, but I guess it's kind of like Facebook maybe. Anyway, and so this guy, I think he's an addict to social media, like so many people are. He wanted followers. He wanted people to like what he was doing. And so he had this great idea. Not so much, but in his mind it was great. He would, if he could just get 2,000 friends or followers, he would do something. He'd go swimming. So he decided that if he could get 2,000 people that liked him, followers on TikTok, this guy would go swimming in the aquarium at Bass Pro Shops. So I guess he is a man of his word because he did it. I mean, what kind of a fool would make a decision like that? But he did. All those beautiful fish, and this whale jumps in. Like I said, what a moron. Anyway, how stupid is that? He jumps right in, swims to the other side, dripping wet, gets out like a wet dog, runs through the store. The cops arrest him. And hang on, he's facing a $1,500 fine at least, but it gets better. Okay, you're going, what does this have to do with anything? Well, old Kevin, because he posted it on social media, can you believe that he lost his job? Yeah, I can't believe it. He lost his job because his boss said that he was attracting too much attention in the wrong kind of way. And so he has this fine. He's lost his job. He doesn't have any money, so he has this great idea. Hey, I've got all these followers on TikTok. All these guys like me. I did what I promised I would do. So guess how many of them have helped him? Well, nobody was doing it. So he got smart, and he opened up a GoFundMe account. Somebody opened up a GoFundMe account for him. So far, he is a long ways away from getting his $1,500. And all those friends that he has on social media, shh, they're silent. What is the takeaway on this? Well, I think a couple of things. First off, the first thing is all of us are capable of doing some really stupid things, and we probably all are guilty of doing some stupid things throughout our previous earlier years in our life. But the other thing is that we're capable of making some pretty monumental bad decisions as well. Bad decisions that we don't even know are bad, not yet. So hi, everybody. I'm Alan Warren, the RV Wingman. Welcome to this week's live stream. Appreciate y'all riding along with us. If you would, let us know where you're watching from and how you heard about the RV Show USA. From the RV Wingman at gmail.com email inbox. I got a sad story. It's an email this guy wrote, and I'm going to read it kind of as an example of, I think, the way too many people are. They're too believing. And anyway, this guy's name, I'm going to call him Virgil. That's not his real name, but I'm going to read an email that he sent to me and his response. Please bear with me. And so here we go. Hi, Wingman. I'm new to the RV world. I bought a used 2002 Jayco 28-foot Granite Ridge with 65,000 blah, blah, blah miles. It was sitting, they said, for 18 months. Then son-in-law brought it from Spokane, Washington to Vancouver, Washington. He took 2 days. I'm hoping the $13,500 we paid that we saved 4 years for, we're on Social Security and disability. I'm also a vet who suffers from PTSD. It's kind of painful to read this. Anyway, we got this to travel and live in. I'm selling my car, packing up everything, and home base will be in Oregon. Wingman, I'm nervous about how to operate it. It seems like there's so much, and I'm simply overwhelmed. There's tape going up the back, it looks like, to seal something. Maybe it was a leak. Generator and LP gas haven't been run in a while. It probably needs a tune-up even. A tire never came with a ladder. I need to learn how to use the RV. I've been up sleepless nights worrying about what I can do or even if I can learn how to do them. Thank you for your show and caring about the RV community. I hope to hear back from you, Virgil. When I get a letter like that, I mean, my antennas go up. Part of me goes, tough luck, Virgil. Bad decision. But the other part of me says, man, I can't stop talking about the importance of certain things when buying an RV. So this is what I wrote back to Virgil. I said, Virgil, thanks for your note for your military service. I too would be concerned, very concerned. It sounds like you are making a life-changing decision and are having some second thoughts. I've always found it better to be a little paranoid than to be over-enthusiastic, which can lead to real disappointment. You are about to embark on a journey that is going to have its challenges. I cannot overemphasize the importance of hiring a third-party RV inspector to give your coach a clean bill of health before you leave your driveway. Please don't believe that you'll figure things out on your own and all will be fine. That's almost never a good approach to something as significant as what you are about to do. RVs that have been sitting idle for an extended period of time tend to develop problems. Your tires, your LP system, your generator, you already mentioned tape and possible leaks. There are most likely other things that you don't have any idea of yet, but you will. A third-party inspector is always a good idea and can give you peace of mind, and they can provide info before you buy. You can contact an NRVIA inspector. Just Google it. Again, thanks for thinking of me. Please do not leave your driveway until you have a true knowledge of your RV, its operating systems, and get that inspector heading your direction ASAP. All the best, Alan Warren, the RV Wingman. The truth is, folks, that could be a great deal, but chances are for a 20-year-old motorhome that's been sitting for at least 18 months, it's going to have some issues, maybe a lot of issues. Did it sound like the new owner was prepared for what lies ahead? What do you think? Not to me. There's something so alluring, though, about an RV. It's like it's got magical powers. People, and that includes me, we just fall in love with RVs. I think what they represent. Too often, though, people like Virgil can end up regretting their decision, and that's not good. The takeaway here is to slow down, folks. Do your research. If you're not quite certain of what you're buying, and even if you are, consider getting a third-party inspection. I hate thinking of this military veteran who's selling everything to live in his motorhome, and he doesn't even know the first thing about it. What could go wrong, right? If you'd like to shoot me an email, I promise to do my best to answer it like I did to Virgil and be honest and helpful as I can be. Send the email to rvwingman@gmail.com. All right, we got a great live stream lined up for y'all tonight. We got Chad and Tara from Changing Lanes. They're in the middle of a great big giveaway with like $4,700 worth of gear they're giving away between now and the end of the weekend. I recently interviewed a fella for the first time in our Ask the Manufacturer segment who is the lead design engineer for Rockwood Flagstaff, and we're going to give you a little bit of that. Diana with PPL Motorhomes is going to be on. We're going to talk about why used RVs are the thing right now. And, of course, we got a bunch of shout-outs to do. So let me see who we got watching right now. Let us know where you're watching from and how you found out about the RV Show USA. Hopefully you give us a like, give us a thumbs up or something. Come on, Wingman. There we go. Load up Facebook. We got Michael and Doug and Jeannie. How are you doing, Jeannie? I'm going to say something about you and your husband here in just a second. Rocky and Mr. Hurricane Wilson, Roger Hurricane Wilson. How you doing? Hot over there in Georgia. I know it is. Tina, how you doing, baby? All right, so Jerry and Jeannie Cadre, my friends, they surprised me the other day when I drove back up to Big Chief the other day. I pulled in, and sometimes it's really hard to find a parking place behind the cabins, behind where I have a cabin. And I pulled up and I looked, and they got the cutest little thing they made for me that was a surprise. I just thought it was so nice and so thoughtful. I know it sounds silly, but oh man, I just loved it. Anyway, Jerry and Jeannie, I love you guys. I love everybody up there at Big Chief. What a team we've got. I am the most blessed man that I know to have so many people that care about me and care about others, and I'm just a very fortunate guy. So Jerry and Jeannie and Cheryl and Dennis and Dottie and Patty and James and Lyda and Alec and Cindy and all you guys, love y'all very much. All right, want to tell you before I put in a word for our friends at RV Station that next week we're going to do something different. We're going to be talking about campground etiquette. You know, there's so many new people that are getting into RVing, so many newbies that don't know the first clue about how to behave in a campground. We are going to be playing voicemail messages. If you would like to give some advice to somebody that's a newbie, maybe not a newbie, but you want to talk about campground etiquette, maybe what burns your behind, maybe some suggestions, you can call, leave your voicemail message on our 24-hour voicemail, and we'll be playing some of them on next week's show. If we play your voicemail message on next week's live stream, we're going to send you a prize. How good is that? Phone number 1330-WINGMAN. The graphics girl is going to go ahead and put it up in the comments, so y'all call, leave a message. If the phone is busy, just try back. I promise you'll be able to get an open line. All right, so I love what I do with the show. I really do. I get to talk about the things that I'm so passionate about. I get to talk about silly things too, and things that will help make RVers smarter, a lot smarter, with some very smart people. And I get to tell you about some of the superstars in the RV world. You will find some of those superstars at RV Station, an RV dealer that you can absolutely trust to not only sell you the best brand of RV at the best possible price, but you can trust them to take care of you and your RV for as long as you own it. People have been trusting Cannon Combs, the owner of RV Station, for decades. Those who know him will tell you a more honest man or person in this industry does not exist. Now, Cannon and I have had countless conversations. We have about RVs and RVing and about all the things he loves about it and some of the things he kind of cringes about it. And he's taken that knowledge and his personal commitment to a 5-star customer experience to a whole new level. That's how he built RV Station. He built it into Texas's legendary RV dealer who delivers on what they promise. The best brands of RVs, lots of them, top-notch? How do you say that? How about top-notch sales department? That's what he's got, and service department. And you're going to love them. I don't know of another RV dealer out there that can beat what RV Station does day in and day out. They're truly among the best of the best. You'll find RV Station store locations, with the exception of their store in Katy, Texas, which is just west of Houston, outside, about an hour or so outside the big metroplex areas. And why is that important? Because of price, everybody. Price. I mean, real estate prices an hour away from the big metroplexes are a lot cheaper. And those lower real estate prices mean lower prices for you. But RV Station, you know what? RV Station's team of people that you're going to meet, they are really amazing. When it's time to buy that new RV, you go by and see RV Station. In fact, you don't even have to be ready to buy an RV right now. Just go to their website. Get acquainted with them. You're going to love them. Go to rvstation.com. Make sure you tell them that you heard the RV Wingman talking about them. I talk about them every week. rvstation.com. That's rvstation.com.
He's your radio guy, knowing just what to say to listeners of the RV Show USA.
All right, so have you ever gone to an RV and said to yourself, I wonder why'd they do this? Why'd they do that over there? Well, those decisions are made by the design engineers, those behind-the-scenes folks they're really some of the unsung heroes in the RV industry. They come up with ideas to help folks like you and me enjoy our RV even more. Now, I recently interviewed the lead design engineer for the Rockwood Flagstaff division of Forest River, and I got a chance to learn about how some of these changes come about. Here's just a little bit of that interview.
So my team and I have been working hard over the last couple of years to do a lot of 3D modeling so that we can prove the concept of designs without having to take a lot of time in the field. Changes throughout the year are difficult. There's supply issues. There's commitment to supplies. There's tracking and logging changes that may come into effect later on when a problem comes up or someone needs a replacement part. So each one, but I believe that if a change is needed, if it's a safety or an inconvenience or a problem for the customer, I believe it needs to be addressed in a timely manner, especially in the fast-paced industry that we work in.
I know that you have been in the RV business for a long time. What have you got any kind of a crowning moment? I mean, a crowning jewel that you're really proud of that maybe the average RVer out there has said, I've seen those.
Yeah. I've had a unique experience early on in my time in this position to help design and create the new product line, the GeoPro and the ePro product. And it's been very exciting seeing them grow and becoming one of the top selling brands in the industry today. And I'm very excited to see how far they've come and the evolution of the brand and the cool things that we've rolled out in that product line. So I'm very excited for that.
I mean, that is, talk about engineering and design. My gosh, that's just like industry changing, I think, some of the things in those units.
Absolutely. We're pretty proud of that product.
Yeah, I don't blame you. Well, talk with me about the research that goes into, prototype testing. I know you said you got 3D models, but do you ever have a bust where you go, we think this is going to work, and you go ahead and you build it and you say, not good enough, and we're going to scrap the idea?
Absolutely. Some of it is just design and the flow of the unit, but sometimes it comes with the appliances. There's a lot of parts about a coach that the customer doesn't see that are very vital to the design of a unit. And so the appliances, the tanks, the frame, the structure, rams, taking slide outs in and out are all part of a design. So those all have to be set up first, and the structure of the frame is very important. And we've spent a lot of time over the last years compiling information, making sure that the structure of our frame is supporting our unit in the way it should for the future and for the years that a customer is using it. So getting a solid foundation under our unit and making sure that every aspect of the coach works as it should is just as important to us as having a cool floor plan or some neat ideas to roll out that look good and appealing to a customer first walking into the unit. So we make sure that we do off-site testing if need be to make sure our structures meet the standards that are needed.
With so many people that are trying to that want to get a travel trailer they can pull with their daily driver, it's got to be a real challenge for you, the design engineer, to make a quality RV that's going to hold together, stay together, last for many, many years, yet still be able to be towed by a relatively small vehicle.
Absolutely. We cram a lot of detail into those smaller units for sure. It takes we have a great team here at Rockwood Flagstaff, great team of managers and group leaders and production staff that help testing and putting together a unit that we can try out and make sure that it performs in every aspect the way it should, but still gives a customer that's only able to pull a small unit everything that he's looking for. And we're very proud of some of those that we have today.
In terms of future innovations in RVs, where are we, do you think? Are we about as far as we can go? I mean, I don't know what in the heck you can do to make them any better, but maybe, certainly you will, but what are your thoughts on that?
Absolutely. I think there will be some things that probably come in the future. Solar and being able to camp off-grid is becoming very popular and is one of the staples of our GeoPro, ePro brand, and things of that nature. But just in general, I think the most important thing about RVs moving forward is
You know what? After that interview with Kenny Miller, I have a whole new respect for the importance and significance of what an RV design engineer actually does and what they're responsible for. That little clip, it's just a portion of a longer sit-down I did with Kenny, which you can hear on the RV Show USA radio show. You can catch the show on great radio stations around the country. On the weekends, like one of our new affiliates there on the Outer Banks of North Carolina, Nags Head, North Carolina. Yes, sirree. Howdy to our friends over there at News Talk 92.3 FM WZPR. If you missed the show on the radio, you can always listen to the commercial-free podcast anytime that you'd like. Just go to our website there on the homepage. Just click on the option that says listen or watch. Real easy to find. TheRVShowUSA.com. We launched the revamped website, I guess, last week. TheRVShowUSA.com. Y'all go and check her out. We got Kathy Carter. How are you from Illinois? Is it hot in Illinois, Kathy? It's been so hot in Texas, it's just miserable. I mean, the air conditioner never goes off. The grass is all burned up. Val Taylor, how are you? It's nice to see you here in the live stream. We've got quite a few people. Hope you all are enjoying the show. Listen to some of the music. Listen to some of the tips. While I'm doing some shout-outs, I want to do a special shout-out to some real heroes in the RV industry at Cheyenne Camping Center. You know, Cheyenne Camping Center is the place where you can be 100% certain that the RV you're buying is 100% campground ready when it hits the road, when you hit the road with it. You can be 100% certain that Cheyenne will give you the lowest price and will always be there for you as long as you own your RV. You know, so many RV dealers have happy customers when they buy their RV. I mean, everybody's happy, right? Everybody's happy. They got their new toy. But it doesn't take very long for that honeymoon to end. And then, if you need help, that's when you find out how Cheyenne Camping Center stacks up against everybody else. The Fraser family has owned and operated Cheyenne Camping Center for 50 years. They're a super center when it comes to travel trailers and fifth wheels. That's their specialty, travel trailers and fifth wheels, the best ones on the road today. You will never see Cheyenne at a big RV show. Nope. You know why? Those big shows, they cost lots of money, tens of thousands of dollars. So those show specials that you hear about all the time, all of them have packed the cost of those expenses of the show into the price of their RV. Yes, they have. At Cheyenne Camping Center, you're going to find rock-bottom pricing, none of the hidden and very expensive add-ons either that the other guys do to you. Just super low prices on great RVs. You know, they are so confident that your RV will be campground ready when you leave. You can even stay a night or two for free right there at Cheyenne. All hooked up, just making sure that you're learning everything and making sure that your new RV is working and fully functional just as it should be. There's no doubt that we live in very crazy times right now, and everybody is seeming to want to buy an RV. Well, doesn't it make sense to check with Cheyenne Camping Center? You want an RV dealer that you can count on. Check with Cheyenne before you make your final decision. Honest, solid, dependable, family-owned and operated, a Wingman endorsed dealer who will be there for you as long as you own your RV. Go to their website, poke around. I hope you'll do it. Tell them the RV Wingman sent you. CheyenneCampingCenter.com. That's CheyenneCampingCenter.com.
I'm at home wherever I go, living in my house of wheels. I can go wherever I want and do whatever I feel. Nothing can stand in my way or keep me from being free. I'm at home wherever I go, home sweet home in my RV.
Isn't that a catchy little tune? My good buddy Roger Hurricane Wilson, who is watching right now in the live stream, wrote that, and it's a catchy little tune. Roger is going to be performing in just a few months here at Big Chief RV Resort in Texas for his second annual concert, and we're excited to have him. So, you know, there's so much demand for new RVs right now that dealers literally can't keep enough of them in stock. Even the used market is like, it's red hot right now. To visit with us about that is our friend from PPO Motorhomes. Hopefully we've got her in the green room. Well, let's go ahead and bring her up. PPO Motorhomes, folks, is the largest consignment RV dealer in the country. How's Diana doing?
I'm doing great. How are you guys doing?
Doing fine. Well, thank you for being here. We're seeing a lot of new RVers on the road nowadays, aren't we, Diana?
Oh, my gosh, there are so many that have never even stepped foot in an RV, and they're excited about our lifestyle. It's just great.
We're seeing tons of them at our campground. I mean, total newbies, even a lot of rentals.
Oh, the rentals are a big thing. I had a customer in today that was buying an RV just to put in a rental pool because he had one and he wanted his friends to be able to rent his other one instead of him loaning it to them, which is a good idea.
That is a good idea. So what kind of words of advice do you have for newbies and people that are, I mean, you've only been in this business at PPL doing this for 40 years, so I know you've seen all kinds of stories. I
have. Oh my gosh, Alan. The biggest thing is, and they said this on the news in Houston, and they were interviewing a young couple, it is not as easy as it looks. They think, it's no big deal, no problem, I can just drive it. It's the same as that little bitty, itsy-bitsy car that I drive around all the time. And I've heard so many people who've gotten to have good friends in the body shop industry because they don't know how to take the turn.
I call those self-inflicted wounds, and I think that every RVer at one point or another is going to have some self-inflicted wounds. In fact, I know somebody that has had a self-inflicted wound on her RV, too.
I did my first weekend out, and you and Lisa were there to see it. I was so embarrassed, but I was trying to fill up with fuel and took out part of that pipe bollard. That was it.
So I always say that an empty parking lot can be an RVer's best friend for a while.
Oh, it can, and I wish I had done more of that because it makes a huge difference when you take the time to drive around and just look at the lines on the ground, and it'll kind of give you an idea. Those turns you have to take them a lot wider. And backing up, oh my gosh, backing up is something that even with the backup cameras and everything else, it's challenging, and you've got to get used to it.
Yeah, and those big parking lots really are a godsend because when you see how wide you have to turn at times, depending obviously upon how long the RV and your rig is, I mean, you'll get a better appreciation and you'll be much more cautious and you'll be much more confident when you finally do hit the road. What kinds of buying advice are you giving to people to keep in mind? Because I'm seeing some people, Diana, that they want an RV, but they're looking for everything to be absolutely perfect, like a custom home. And
well, I don't want my dealer friends, and I have a lot of them out there, to be mad at me when I say that, but even a brand new RV is not perfect. And a used RV, you're getting a good deal a lot of times because it is a used RV, and you have to take some of those things into consideration. But the biggest thing is, does it feel right? If it's a tow vehicle, is your vehicle you're going to pull it with big enough to pull it? I had a man in today, and he had a half-ton pickup, and he was looking at an 11,000-pound trailer. And I'm thinking, it ain't going to happen. It's just not going to happen.
But you know what's sad, and I'm not trying to get anybody mad at me, but some people will tell that guy, it's okay, go ahead and do it. What could go wrong?
Our advice, and I tell my salespeople all the time this, do not give the advice on which truck can pull which weight and everything else. Tell them to go to the manufacturer of their truck. There can be so many differences, and there's so many models. It's hard for anybody. We have trouble knowing about the RVs we have, much less all the trucks and cars on the market.
So we have not talked about your blog for a while, and why don't you tell me about that, or your newsletter?
Oh, my gosh. Well, we have a newsletter and we have a blog, and we send out a quarterly newsletter. And I happen to have been just writing away. I was inspired last week and I was going crazy writing for the future articles. We also have a blog. It's rvnana.com. And we give you a lot of helpful hints and things that you can learn. And I also share my mistakes. I share experiences, but if I make the mistake out there in the RV, I want to share it with you, so you can learn from my mistake, and it doesn't cost you as much to do it.
What is RVNana.com? Simple.
RVNana is NANA.com.
When people go to your website, can they find you at pplmotorhomes.com if they want to sign up for your blog? They can do that.
Yes. The newsletter, you can sign up at the bottom of our homepage. You also have at the bottom of the homepage the link to the newsletter. And just talk to me. We're going to do this crazy thing asking everybody out there what they used duct tape for on an RV adventure. I am challenged to find out these, so I'd love for people to email me, share these ideas. I just think it sounds like fun. You never leave home without duct tape.
Duct tape can be used for just about anything.
Just about.
That's right. The longer I live, the more appreciation I have for duct tape. So, listen, we're going to let you go and send everybody we can over to check out your great inventory at pplmotorhomes.com.
All right. Thanks for having me on, and I'll talk to you guys later.
You got it. We'll see you next week. All right, folks. She's a really sweet lady, very, very smart. I've been telling you there has never been a better time to sell your RV than right now because there are so many buyers. And that's great. It is. But there's never been a time where more scammers have been out there. That's the truth. Professionals who will take advantage of sellers like you, and you won't even know it. They are so slick. So what do? You want to sell your RV. You don't want to get taken. You know that right now is the time to sell it. What do? How do you sell your RV to a legitimate buyer for top dollar? Do it quickly. The only place I suggest is pplmotorhomes.com. Let them do it for you. PPL has cash buyers, legitimate cash buyers, and lots of them. They're coming out of the woodwork. Buyers that come to PPL really do. They really do have cash, and they are legitimate. You know what? The business is so good right now at PPL that they won't take just any RV on consignment. They're only taking the best ones. The ones they know that won't last very long, that they can sell quickly, the ones that they know they can get top dollar for the seller. When you consign your RV through the largest consignment RV dealer in the nation, you will have a hassle-free experience. And isn't that what you want, really? You want to get that and top dollar, right? So no matter where you live, if you're wanting to sell your RV, do yourself a favor. Contact PPL Motorhomes. Just contact them. Tell them a little bit about your RV. Discuss how much you need to sell it for. You guys will figure out the details and let PPL do the rest, all of it. And, of course, they don't charge you a dime. Not one red cent until they find a buyer that is willing to pay your price. Your price. And then you only pay PPL 10% of what they sell it for. They're the absolute best at consignment RV sales in the country, and they're number one. They're the best. Let's turn your RV into cash, folks. What do you say? Contact PPL and y'all talk. Go to pplmotorhomes.com, the largest consignment RV dealer in the nation, pplmotorhomes.com.
Class A, B, or C, a bumper pull too, a 5 or toy hauler or van, watching out for you just like he's supposed to, and that's why he's called the Wingman. The Wingman's back on the radio again.
All right, I'm back on the radio and back on the live stream again. Thank y'all for being with us. So on this last weekend's radio show, I interviewed our next guests. They're some of YouTube's rising stars in terms of producing popular content for RVers, and their channel is called Changing Lanes. Hey, guys, how y'all doing?
Hey, Alan.
So y'all still hanging out there in New England, just hanging somewhere?
Yeah, just trying to stay away from the heat.
Well, don't come to Texas, brother. Trust me. It was 107 the other day.
No, we'll pass.
Yeah, no thanks.
All right, so glad you're here. So what's with the big giveaway y'all got going on? I know you're about halfway through it. Tell us what it's all about.
Yeah, it's been a busy week.
Yeah, it's been real busy. Yeah, we've made several partners over the last couple of years with our channel, and to celebrate our 100,000 subscriber mark, we reached out to all of them and coordinated with them to see if they wanted to give something away. And every single partner said, yes, we'd love to be involved.
That's right.
We've got 14 different partners giving away about $4,700 worth of stuff.
Yep.
Wow.
And it's still going on for 2 more days, right?
Yep. Two more days to enter the contest. So,
so how do we? You know what? I think we've got the link. Y'all, we've got the link up. The graphics girl, I think, is going to put the link up. But for people who are listening instead of just watching, how do they find out how to sign up to get their share of the loot you guys are giving away?
Just go to changinglanesrv.com, and you'll see a link right there. But it's /100K-giveaway. But if you just go to changinglanesrv.com, you'll see it right on our homepage.
100,000 subs in 2 years. What is your secret? Seriously, Chad, Tara, what? There's so many people that 2 years ago started a YouTube channel. They got, They don't have. They have 100. They have a couple of hundred. You got 100,000. What's the secret?
It's
Right,
crazy.
it's right here.
Oh, yeah.
She's sitting next to you, right? That's the secret.
Yeah, she didn't know.
I don't know if you saw if you saw our little dog Daisy. Now, we've been very fortunate, and we don't really know how we've grown so fast.
I think
I guess.
that it's a lot of hard work, and we haven't shied away from the hard work.
Yeah.
So we put in time and effort and research, and he's great with the technical stuff and the how-to stuff. So that really helps to have somebody very knowledgeable like Chad, who knows what he's doing.
Well, I know that you are you're not independently wealthy and you're working while on the road, but you travel to all these places. How do you stay connected to the internet? Because there are so many dead areas that somebody like you, is it a struggle for you? What do y'all do?
We've over the last 2 years and 100+ RV parks and campgrounds and boondocking, we've never had an issue. We make it part of our planning process to look at the coverage maps. We have AT&T and Verizon, and we just recently upgraded our hardware so that we can use both of those at the same time, which is actually what we're doing right now. We've got a multi-modem, cellular modem that bonds the two together and provides failover and redundancy. And for somebody who really needs to work from the road like we do, it's definitely a great setup.
Yeah, we just put together a whole new video on our new setup just recently, so that's available.
So
He did all that work.
go to Changing Lanes on YouTube or changinglanesrv.com, and you can. What's the name of that video? Just what we're talking about it.
Yeah, you'll just see. I think it's called
Internet.
Awesome Mobile Internet or something. I can't remember what we titled it.
Okay.
But yeah, you'll see it right away. But again, you'll find it on our website also if you just search internet.
Okay. I know that if somebody's watching your videos, it would be real easy for them to think that you guys are always on vacation. But I know that that's not the case. I know that it's difficult to find that work-play balance. How do Chad and Tara do that? Talk to me about it.
Well, I think it's difficult to find any spare time for us to do anything fun, really. Like, we have to make a point to really do it because we can get caught up in our office cave here, working, editing, his full-time job, and then me working on the videos. So we have to make an effort and be like, oh my gosh, we need to get out of here. Like,
yeah, we
need to make sure we do it.
We usually hit an area with some purpose in mind to see a specific, national park or what have you, and we just basically look at what days are going to be good weather and we say that's our day. We're not working.
Right, and we usually take about 2 weeks in each location, so we try to factor in some bad weather days, some bad health days for me, and then of course the work days for both of us. And usually we can get in a few decent days to go sightseeing.
So it's important. It is important to not work all the time, but you can't play all the time because you got to support your habit of living full time on the road. So I'm glad that y'all have been able to find that balance. What are your thoughts when you see and you hear all these newbies, these first timers that are coming in, buying their first RV? What's kind of the first things that goes through your mind when you're seeing the trend?
Well, we try to portray or show on our channel that it's not all, butterflies and rainbows. And like you say, it's not a permanent vacation. In fact, living in an RV full time can be more work than a house.
Absolutely.
How so, Chad? How so?
Well, I mean, your entire house lives on, these axles and wheels, and it's not like a normal house where you've got weird power situations. Sometimes you might have 30 amps, you might have 15 or 15 plus 15.
Right, and then you have to pack up your whole home, move it to the next location, unpack your whole home, set it up again. I mean, there's a lot of work involved. I mean, we think that the rewards are totally worth it.
Absolutely.
But it's a lot of work and effort, and to make sure that you're safe when you're going down the road and that everything works properly is a lot of work.
Yeah, and an RV is not something you can just let go for a couple of years and not worry about
Yeah.
you know, the tires and the axles and, you know, greasing the hubs. And
You're constantly, are you constantly looking at things and doing walkarounds and maintenance so it doesn't, because, you know, if you don't take care of it now, you're going to pay for it with interest in the future. That's the way I see it.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we have a pretty detailed process we call T24. It's our 24-hour countdown to when we're actually going to leave. So the day before is when I start inspecting all the tires, checking all the air pressures, looking at all the shackles and the links and the leaf springs, and you know, I make sure we're ready to go the day before, so we're not having surprises in the morning.
And always use a checklist and go through that checklist, no matter how many times you've done it. If you don't go through your checklist, you're bound to miss something.
Yeah.
And that's when accidents and mistakes and bad things can happen. So we always use it. We always go through it every time we move.
Whenever you've done your C24 countdown, have you ever found something? I mean, you've been doing this for a couple of years now. Have you ever found something that you went, oh, my God, thank you for checking that?
You know, I can't really think of anything in particular that was, that bad.
I feel like it's had to have happened, but I can't think of anything off the top of my head.
Nothing that was a game changer, got to not drive tomorrow. We've only had, we broke one leaf spring that was, on a 3-day travel day.
Mm-hmm.
We've never, you're going to find low pressure in tires and things like that. You take care of them, you move on, and
usually at the most inconvenient time.
Yeah.
Of course it is. It's never It's never when it's the best time. It's always the worst time. So, all right, so before we let you go, what are y'all working on now? What's your next video project? And then we're going to plug the sweepstakes again and then let y'all get on.
Well, we've actually got some harvest host visits coming up that we're going to be putting out.
Mm-hmm.
And
it's starting to showcase some of our time in the New England area, as well as some RV maintenance videos that are going to be coming up in the near future.
Yep, tank sanitization, things like that.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, whenever it gets cold up north and you're looking for a place to escape, you're welcome to come stay with us for a few days down at Big Chief. We'll show you a big time, I promise you, here in Texas.
Now, we'll be up for that.
We'll take you up on that.
Yeah, just not in summer.
There you go. No, not right now. It is pretty brutal. So anyway, so once again, changinglanesrv.com. Thank you all for being with us again. I want to connect with you in the near future and have a safe, fun, and cool rest of your summer.
Awesome.
You try it too.
Thank you.
Y'all take care. Bye-bye. All right, everybody. That was Chad and Tara. They're with changinglanesrv.com. Really, really nice people. Their contest ends, again, real soon. Go to their website and enter, again, changinglanesrv.com. A couple of things before we end the live stream. First, next week's live stream, we're going to be talking about campground etiquette. Yeah, campground etiquette. And I think with so many people, especially the newbies in our campgrounds, and the crazy times we live in, campground etiquette is probably more important than it ever has been. I want to hear from you. We want to hear from you. We really do. If you could get a message out to thousands of RVers, thousands of them, about campground etiquette, what would you say? What would you ask? What would you advise them? I want you to call, leave a voicemail message. You can leave it 24/7. You got up to 3 minutes, so you can go on a rant if you want. And we are going to play some of these calls on the air. If we play your call on next week's live stream, we will send you a prize. So we're going to bribe you to call. Call and give us your comments about campground etiquette. Do I make too big of a deal out of it? You know, I'm a campground owner myself, and I'm not the most, what would the word be? There's not a word called etiquette-y, is there? But I try to have good manners when I'm in a campground and when I'm around other people. At least I think I try. But I look out, I'm seeing all kinds of stuff going on around me. Like, oh, come on. Put the dog on a leash. Pick up the big dirty. Don't throw the cigarette butt down there. All the things. Don't cut through that sight. Turn the music down. Y'all stop fighting. Get off the rocks. I feel like I'm a third grade teacher at recess, blowing the whistle, telling everybody everything. But some of it, I think, it may be over the top. It probably is. But what bugs you? What do you think? What do you think newbies need to know about campground etiquette? You can help them. We want to hear from you, and you can leave a voicemail, like I said, We'll be playing some of them on next week's live stream. You can call, leave your message, and it's an easy number to remember. You probably already got it. What is it? Yep, 1-330-WINGMAN, 1-330-946-4626. I will ask you, though, when you are leaving your voicemail, make sure that the audio's turned down in the background. Make sure the TV's not on or the show's not playing or something, because if the audio's coming through, we're not going to be able to play your message. So call 1-330-WINGMAN and leave your voicemail. And, we're hoping to hear some really good calls. You'll try to keep it as close to PG rated as possible, if you would. 1-330-WINGMAN. I'm commercial free. Just go to our website, and there on the homepage, you'll see Listen or Watch. Click on it. Our website is thervshowusa.com. Again, welcome to everybody listening over at in Nags Head, North Carolina. We got a new affiliate over there on the Outer Banks. Thanks to everybody for watching. I hope you enjoyed the ride. Until next time, I'm Alan Warren, the RV Wingman. Be safe, have fun, play nice, and don't leave your good manners at home. Bye-bye, everybody.
There's a party every week on his radio show where RVers always call in. They say, hey there, Wingman, tell me all that you can. We love to hear you on the radio again. The Wingman's back on the radio again and streaming live to his RV and friends, helping you to learn so you won't get burned. He's back on the